Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We'll get underway right after the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Blue Valley District Athletic Complex, where the Blue Valley North Mustangs will take on the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies. The Huskies are 5-0, and it's been a couple weeks since we've done a broadcast, but the Mustangs have since fallen to 3-2. They lost last week against Blue Valley High School, and the week before we had a stream where they lost to Lee Summit North, the Broncos. Boy, have those Broncos proven to be very incredible. These Mustangs and Henry Martin are getting ready to take the field and get underway here. So let's get this underway. All right, folks, we are back for this coin toss here. We're back after a week hiatus. I was out of town last week, so I was unable to broadcast. But guess what? Here we are, Friday night under the lights for some great football. Pretty soon, 48 minutes to determine who will win this one. Will the Huskies fall to 5-1? Will the Mustangs improve to 4-2? So Henry Martin is, boy, is he incredible. He is now up to 20 passing touchdowns. Martin's got 20 passing touchdowns in only 5 games. That's an average of 4 per game. Truly remarkable. That's an average of 1 per quarter. What a great quarterback here, Henry Martin. He's got 20 passing touchdowns and 1,453 passing yards. Isn't that remarkable? Remarkable for a great senior quarterback who hasn't been scouted much, that may want to watch great football on a Friday night. So the Mustangs, Caleb Ashus and the Mustangs will be kicking this one off to start this one. Kicking it off to start this one. Should be a great one between these two incredible teams. We'll get underway right now. Ashus's kick is going to be returned by the Huskies. The Huskies have chosen to sport the white on whites tonight with white numbers. So apologies if I miss a few Husky players. They are wearing white numbers on white jerseys. But folks, it's Friday night and we are here. Senior night and homecoming game for this Mustang team. The band will get to perform their full show at the halftime, all 4 movements. It'll be truly remarkable. Going to be a pass there. It's going to be caught by the Huskies. So that's going to give the Huskies a first down as that one is complete from Mikey Pauley. Mikey Pauley is a phenomenal quarterback, a senior 6'4". Pauley's got 893 passing yards and is third in the state with 13 passing touchdowns. A great not young, but young in the sense that he's not old. A great quarterback. Huskies also have running back Grant Stubblefield, who's truly remarkable. He's got he's second in the state with 11 rushing touchdowns, and he's got 555 rushing yards. So let's see what happens here. They're going to hand it off, but the running back trips as Mikey Pauly's going to get brought down in the backfield for a loss of 7. A big sack for the Mustangs there. So they're going to give that one to Adam Parks. Parks coming up with a big sack there. Parks has had a couple of those this season. There's going to be a pass from Pauly. No, he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get around 7 or 8 yards. This is going to bring up a 3rd and 9, maybe a 3rd and 10. So running back Grant Stubblefield, number 5 for the Huskies. You can see him back there in the backfield with Mikey Pauly. And he's just a great young running back. He gets the job done and knows how to play football. They're going to take this from the right hash. Pauly takes a snap. Has nothing to do with it as all of his receivers are covered. And there's Mekhi Miller to come up with a sack. Mekhi Miller, one of the offensive stars for the Mustangs, comes up big on defense with a huge sack. It's going to bring up 4th and what feels like forever for this Husky team. So Mekhi Miller comes up with a big sack there. Be interesting. So they are going to punt this one away. As Alonzo Morgan almost blocks it, Jackson Goldberg's going to take the return. Goodness gracious. It's been a couple weeks. And he's going to get brought down right about where he caught that one. So Jackson Goldberg, wow, is 4th in the state with 415 receiving yards, and is 2nd in the state with 7 receiving touchdowns. He's behind Mekhi Miller in both. Mekhi Miller leads the state in passing and receiving touchdowns, and is 4th in the state for receiving yards. So there's Henry Martin. He takes the snap, and he's got Cole Stratton. Stratton's going to get around 7 or 8 yards on this one. Stratton has been coming up big for Henry Martin when he needs them most. He had a 51-yard touchdown pass to him, and I believe week 1 or week 2, pretty early on in the season, he had a pretty long touchdown pass to him. Martin on this one finds Mekhi Miller. He's got his receiver who's committed to Missouri, who picks up the first down. And boy, is Mekhi Miller a great wide receiver. He's committed to go play D1 football. And there is a clear reason, as Martin's going to throw this one. This one complete to Lucas Bullock. Lucas Bullock, senior running back, number 3. So this Mustang team, as you can tell so far, is a very pass-heavy offense. They don't run the ball a ton, but when they do run the ball, they've got William Wallace back there in the backfield for when they need to run it, but they would much rather throw the ball and show off Martin's arms, as this one's caught by Mekhi Miller. Miller picks up the first down on this one, getting around 10 yards. This one's going to be to Jackson Goldberg, and he's going to get around 8 or 9 yards on this one. $7:13 left in this first half. Going to bring up 2nd and 2 as Martin's going to throw this one off to Lucas Bullock as he gets out of bounds at around the 27-yard line. No, correction, that one was caught by Mekhi Miller, not Lucas Bullock. Martin airs it out deep, but puts a bit too much under this one as he's throwing out of a sack. So that one's incomplete. This Blue Valley Northwest student section is very lively and electric here tonight, as this is a rivalry game between the Huskies and the Mustangs. Two big rivals as Martin's going to take it. He's going to find Jackson Goldberg. Goldberg's going to catch this on the screen pass and get out of bounds. And the clock's still moving. This is going to bring up around 3rd and 5 with 6:47 left in this first half. So let's see what they do here. Martin takes the snap. Gonna find Lucas Bullock, who comes out of the backfield on this one, but Bullock drops it. Had a bit. I mean, Martin threw that like a rocket. He rocketed that one in there is the words that I'm trying to find. Rocketed that one in there, and Bullock could not bring it in. So they're gonna go for it on 4th and 5. Going for it against Lee Summit North is ultimately what led to the end of the game. They went for 2 at the end of that game in order to try and win, and they missed, so they lost by 1 in that one. Martin's alone on the backfield. We've got 3 on the far side, 2 on the near side. 2 on the strong side. Martin's going to find Lucas Bullock, but this one is incomplete, leading to a turnover on downs. So turnover on downs for the Mustangs there, so the Huskies will get the ball at around the 23. So now the Mustangs back on defense. They had a great drive on defense last time. So let's hope they can come up with another stop here. Mikey Pauley hands it off to Stubblefield. He's going to run out to the left and get around 3 yards on this one. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. So that's going to be a false start there by this Husky team. So this one is tied 0-0, 5:43 left in the first quarter. This is after that, bringing up a 2nd and 12. So let's see what they do here on 2nd and 12. They're going to hand it off to Stubblefield again. He's going to get eaten up at the line and get around 2 yards. Bringing up 3rd and 10. Mikey Pauley airs it out, but oh! So this one intended for his receiver. And it is broken up by the Mustang secondary, but there is a flag on the play. Let's find out what it is. Now. Gonna hand it off to Stubblefield, gonna run out to the right, and he's gonna get a gap and get around 9 yards. A great run there for the Huskies. This one's Mikey Polly's going to keep it himself, and he's going to run up for around 10 yards and get a first down. All right, let's see what happens here for Mikey Polly and these Huskies. Polly's going to be in the backfield with Stubblefield in a shotgun formation. Gonna hand it off to Stubblefield. He's gonna try and break up the middle, but gets swallowed at the line. Gonna get only a couple of yards there. It's gonna bring up a 2nd and 8. This one's going to be handed off to Stubblefield again as he dives through the line, getting around 5 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 2. Timeout called on this one. I think it's going to be called by the Mustangs here. Mustangs clearly not liking what they're seeing. This timeout called with 2:33 left in the half. 3rd and 2 for the Huskies after this timeout. There's the North Stars dance team dancing it out on this homecoming game. And there across the field, you'll see this Blue Valley Northwest student section. Boy, did they come to play for an away game. But they did not come to play as much as this North student section. Truly remarkable turnout here for the Mustangs for the homecoming game. Mikey Polly and Grant Stubblefield shotgun formation in the backfield. Polly's going to keep it. No, he's going to throw it. And he's got a completion. This one is good to Colin Matile. Colin Matile gets that one right in the end zone. A great pass from Polly and an even better catch there. A great pass and an even better catch there for the Huskies as they're going to kick this extra point away. It's a bobbled snap. Huskies going to keep it himself. Is he going to take this in? Mikey Pauly keeps it himself and runs it in. Good for 2. So an unintentional 2-point conversion. A bobbled snap leads to an unintentional 2-point conversion. The Mustangs in field goal formation there. And the Huskies bobble the snap and take it in. So let's see what Henry Martin can come out and do with his Mustangs here. Back to return this for the Mustangs will be Lucas Bullock and William Wallace. Kick gonna be out the back of the end zone here. So the Mustangs will take over at the 20-yard line with 2:26 left in this first half. In the first quarter, they're down 8-0. So here come Henry Martin and these Mustangs. Let's see what they can do here on this second offensive drive. The last one ended in a turnover on down, so let's see what this one ends in. Hopefully a touchdown for the Mustangs. So that's going to be a false start on the Mustangs. It's going to bring them back 5 yards, bringing up 1st and 15. So this one's going to be complete from Henry Martin. I don't know who caught it as he is still down. I think it's Cole Stratton over there. So 2:15 left here in this first quarter of play. It's going to be 2nd and 4 as there is a Mustang down on this one. So here come Henry Martin and the Mustangs after that scary hit on Cole Stratton. He had a hit on him a couple weeks ago. I think he might have just fallen on the ball there, which is incredibly uncomfortable. So Martin's going to be in the backfield with Lucas Bullock. So Lucas Bullock catches this one and is going to run it. And the ball comes out, but the Mustangs return it. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Martin in the backfield. With Bullock back there with him. Martin's going to find Bullock on this one, but that one's thrown a bit high. Whoa! There is a... Apologies for just saying whoa, but there's a bit of a scruffle in the backfield there as a Mustang just got thrown to the ground very late after the play, but that one thrown at Lucas Bullock, and he could not catch it. So Martin's going to punt this one away. He got hit very hard, but Makai Miller is going to down this one at around the 45-yard line. 1:08 left in this first quarter of play. Huskies up 8-0. They'll take over at the 45-yard line, and we will be right back. So here come the Huskies out on the field to play. Mustangs on defense. Mikey Pauley in the backfield with Stubblefield. They're going to send Stubblefield. Pauley's going to keep it himself on an option and get a lot more yards than I thought he would as he's staying on his feet somehow. And he's going to push for around 9 yards. Mikey Pauley pushes for 9 yards. This sure has been a great one so far between the Huskies and the Mustangs. This Husky team is undefeated so far, and they're just a great football team and fun to watch. This one's handed off to Stubblefield. He's going to run it up the middle and get the first down. So I talked to the Huskies, one of their offensive linemen, one of the backup offensive linemen, Scott Wyatt. Scott Wyatt is a junior at Blue Valley Northwest and is loves this football team. He also is involved in baseball at the school, and I talked to him about the team, and he said he's very impressed with how the team is doing so far this season, and he hopes that they continue to do this well. This one's handed off to Stubblefield, who's going to get stopped up at the line. The Mustangs need to work on tackling if they want to continue to win this one. Wyatt is a member of the band Holes and Socks. He plays the guitar in Holes and Socks, a band. But Scott Wyatt is very impressed with this Husky team. As am I. I mean, they're truly remarkable so far this season. So let's see if they can continue to be this unstoppable. This one's going to be handed off to Stubblefield, who's going to run it up the middle and get around 5 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. So the quarter's going to come to a close after that. So after the first quarter, the Huskies are up 8-0. We will be right back. And so here we are for the start of this second quarter of play. Huskies have the ball. They're going to hand it off. They're going to get another first down with the run game to Stubblefield. The run game has been working great for this Husky team, even though their touchdown is from a pass. This team is phenomenal at the run. So Pauly's going to take the snap here. As his pocket collapses and the Mustangs get back there trying to trip him up, they can't. And he's going to get brought out of bounds at around the 21-yard line. He's going to pick up 5 yards there. Pauly is also very capable of moving on his feet as well as throwing the football down the field. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4. So here we go. Let's see what Pauly can do here on this 2nd down. Almost in the red zone here. The Huskies are incredible at just avoiding every single Mustang tackle so far in this game. The Mustangs have not been able to tackle as well as they have in weeks past. So if the Mustangs want any shot at winning this one, they're going to have to be able to do that. But it is still very early in this football game. 10:27 left in the second quarter of play. 8-0. Huskies are up. This one's going to be a pass. Pauly's going to find Stubblefield. Stubblefield's going to be brought down at around the 5-yard line. It's going to get 7 yards, bringing up 2nd and 3. So Pauly and Stubblefield once again in the backfield, which has been working for them all game, and they're going to hand it off to Stubblefield, who gets swallowed up at the line. The Mustang defense there, ready for him. Mustang defensive line led by Adam Parks, Wanye Crofton, and Mizell Law. 3 great football players. Adam Parks is a phenomenal player here for this team. Mizell Law and Wanye Crofton, both seniors. Ty Farrington is a great linebacker for this Mustang defense. He's gets in there and gets all the sacks that he can for the Mustang team. So Pauly's going to keep it himself on the option. He's going to bring this one in for a Husky touchdown, making it 14-0. Huskies score again. So the Huskies extra point attempt here. Let's see if maybe this time they'll actually kick it. It's blocked by the Mustangs. That one blocked by the Mustangs. So 2 unsuccessful extra point attempts there for the Huskies. 1 a bobbled snap and 1 a block. So it's now 14-0, 9:09 left in the first half of play. We will be right back. Back to return for the Mustangs once again is William Wallace and Lucas Bullock. So far, the Mustangs have had nothing to them on offensive drives. So maybe on this drive, they'll be able to score as there's only 9:09 left in the first half. Mustangs gotta pull it together on this drive. But I know Henry Martin can do it. This one's going to be to Lucas Bullock. Bullock's going to get 10 yards on that one and pick up a first down as he gets pushed out of bounds. Martin with Bullock in the backfield with him. They're going to switch sides with. This one's going to be to Jack. And folks, I believe we might be back. Apologies, Verizon Wireless is just being awful to us tonight and not going our way. Please do share with your friends as we should have the tech issues managed by now. What we've missed is the Huskies marching down the field incredibly. They've been moving the ball well, and now they've chewed quite a bit of time off the clock. There's 2 minutes left in the first half, and it's 14-0. The Huskies are ahead. So I believe we're back. Once again, apologies, folks. Mikey Polly in the backfield with Grant Stubblefield. Polly's going to take it. Going to run on the option. He's going to go out to the left. He's going to know he's just going to keep going. This is something they've been doing all game. Has been Mikey Polly just keeping it himself and moving the ball down the field. It's been working great for this Husky team. So let's see what the Huskies do here. They're in the red zone. Oh, a bobbled snap. Can the Mustangs get back to it? No, Polly's gonna get back to it, but get brought down by the Mustangs. A big sack after a bobbled snap. So the ball's coming loose after that big sack. So timeout called here. We've got 1:21 left, 14-0. And the Huskies are ahead. So let's see what this Mustang team can do here for the rest of this second half. For the rest of this first half, and then going into the second half, because the Mustangs have gotta pick it up on offense. They've been pretty okay defensively. They've had some big stops when they've needed to, but offensively they have not been able to get the ball moving down the field. Martin's been limited in the pass game because this Northwest defense has been these tackles. There's big tackles that this Mustang team is not making at all right now, and so let's hope they can do that. as the Mustangs collapse the pocket as Pauly gets this one off. Narrowly avoids sack as he throws that one away with too much air in it in the back of the end zone. So it's 3rd and goal, but 3rd and goal from the 28-yard line, which is basically a 3rd and 28 here for this Husky team. Let's see what they do here. My money is on a pass. I'm willing to bet that they pass on this one. But never count out Grant Stubblefield as he is remarkable. So Pauly is gonna pass. He airs it out deep, but airs it out of bounds. He airs it out, but airs it out too much. And so it brings up a 4th and 29 for this Mustang team. A big defensive maybe stop here that they could get as there is a minute left in this first half. Well, folks, it's going to be a timeout called here. So, after this timeout, let's see what the Huskies can draw up. And, folks, look at this Mustang student section. Boy, are they electric and ready to go. Homecoming game here for the Mustangs, as it is homecoming weekend, homecoming tomorrow for this Mustang team. How many times can I say homecoming in one sentence? And over there on the Husky sideline, quite a bit of fans as well. So a great turnout here for this big rivalry between these two teams. Last night in other EKL news, Eastern Kansas League news, Blue Valley West beat St. Thomas Aquinas pretty handedly, actually. Blue Valley West lost to Blue Valley Northwest's. Played pretty far. So let's see what happens here. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 28-yard line. Basically 4th and 28. So Pauly is going to go for it and air it out. But no, broken up by the Mustangs, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Great defense there for the Mustangs by Mekhi Miller. Mekhi Miller came up with a big sack earlier in the game and is an offensive star, but today he's been a defensive star as he broke up that pass and has played great defense. Oh, correction. I believe that was... No, Mekhi Miller. So there's a minute and 2 seconds left for this Mustang team. They're going to take over. It's 14-0. The Huskies are ahead. So let's see what Martin can draw up with his Mustangs, coached by Adam Pummel. One of the most incredible offensive-minded coaches in the state of Kansas. He's a great coach and is very smart. It's Martin's finding Mekhi Miller, who gets out of bounds on this one. Gonna get a first down for the Mustangs. So Martin's gonna drop back here. Martin's going to keep it himself as his pocket's collapsing, and he's got no open defenders. He's going to get brought down at the line of scrimmage and maybe get a... So the Mustangs on this drive has started to pick it up. It's only been a couple plays on this drive, but momentum has shifted for the Mustang team. So 14-0 minute left, under a minute left here in this first half of play. Mustangs have it on their own 41. Martin in the backfield with Bullock. From the middle of the hashes here. Martin's going to drop back. Looking for Mekhi Miller, but puts a bit much air on that one. So Miller could not bring it in. So Martin's going to take the snap. Martin's going to keep him. No, Martin's backfield is collapsing on him. The pocket's collapsing on him, and he ditches that one off, narrowly avoiding the sack. So it's going to be 4th down. We've got 44 seconds left on the clock. Mustangs going to go for it, or maybe they'll do one of those little punts that we love to see Henry Martin do. Wow, a phenomenal punt from Henry Martin. And it's going to get downed inside the 10. He punted that ball from the 40-yard line, and he punted it 50 yards all the way to the other 10. A great punt by Henry Martin. Took a couple lucky Mustang bounces. So the Huskies will take over with 34 seconds, a score of 14-0, and they'll take over at the 9-yard line. Not the start the Mustangs wanted at all. But hopefully in the second half, they'll get one of those great Adam Pummel halftime talks and come out of this one strong. So Mikey Pauley and Grant Stubblefield have been truly remarkable so far today. The run game for the Huskies has been unstoppable. The Mustangs need to make their tackles and figure out a way to stop the Huskies' run game. If they do not, it will end poorly. So this first half is going to come to a close. 14-0, Huskies ahead. Folks, we will be back periodically throughout halftime. It'll be an extended halftime today as the homecoming festivities for the Mustangs. But do not go anywhere. Share with your friends, and we will be right back right after this. 14-0, Huskies up. queen for 2021. So the Huskies are up 14-0. So let's hope in the second half the Mustangs can get it together and tackle on defense and stop the run. All this being said, we will be right back in just a little bit with the second half of football. We'll be back. And we're back. The Mustangs are out on the field warming up now for the second half of play. Let's hope that they have warmed up not only physically but also mentally, as football is such a mental sport. They've got to get the mental aspect down, get out of their heads, and play great football in the second half. Well, we will be right back with 24 more minutes of football right after this. All right, folks. We will get things underway shortly here as the Huskies are going to kick the ball off. Well, folks, here we go. The Mustangs are going to have, looks to be Lucas Bullock, and I think that's Alonzo Morgan back to return this one for the Mustangs. So it's 14-0 here. Mustangs take over. 12 minutes on the clock. Third quarter of play. So we're going to have Martin lined up under center. This one looks to be a handoff. They're going to hand it off to Bullock. Bullock's going to get around a yard as he gets swallowed up at the line. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 now. So 2nd and 9 for the Mustangs. So let's see what happens here. Behind the line, it's going to bring up a big 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Not the start the Mustangs wanted to this half, but hopefully they can continue momentum in a good direction. So it's 14-0. Martin's in the backfield. Martin's alone in the backfield. He's going to drop back. Pockets collapsing around him. Martin getting hit, and he's brought down by the Huskies. Huskies come up with a big sack. A large sack for the Huskies. So this is going to bring up 4th and 15 for this Mustang offense. Martin's going to punt this one off. It's going to take a couple great Mustang bounces. Boy, can this man punt. What a good punter is Henry Martin, as well as a great quarterback. But so far this game, he has not been showing off his arm as strong as he's got 0 touchdowns thus far. But he's got 20 on the season and over 1,000 passing yards. So here come the Huskies and Mikey Pauley and Grant Stubblefield. The two together have been very unstoppable. Pauley, again, just going to keep it himself, and he's going to easily get 10 yards on it. Mikey Pauley picking up a 1st down. He's been a running machine. He's been a bulldozer plowing through this line. It's like they just can't grab him. He's like a buttered up baked potato. He just slips right through all the gaps, gets right. So it's going to be 2nd and 8. So hopefully the Mustangs can use the momentum of only a couple of yards there to keep them going. As this one's handed off to Stubblefield, who's going to pick up 3 or 4 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So it's 3rd and 5 here for the Huskies. Pauley and the Huskies. They're going to hand it off. No, Pauley's going to keep it himself again, as he's been doing all game. And he's going to get quite a few yards, almost a 1st down, so it's going to be 4th and 1. So let's see what happens here. 4th and 1 for the Huskies. Pauley with Stubblefield in the backfield. And the Mustangs bringing Pauley down. Pauley throws that one away, but he's getting brought down as the pressure of the Mustang defense is there. Mustang defensive line getting right in there and stopping him. A great offensive stop for the Mustangs right when they needed it most. Martin's going to drop back. He's going to find Jackson Goldberg there, and he's going to get out to the left and get 5 yards. Martin's going to get this one off. And so that one's going to be to Jackson Goldberg, I believe, as he's going to pick up a first one. A first down. So Martin's in the backfield. He takes the snap. He's going to drop back. And he airs this one out for Cole Stratton. Incomplete pass there to Stratton. So an incomplete pass there to Stratton is going to bring up 2nd and 10 with 6:57 left in this third quarter. 14-0. Huskies up. Martin's going to air it out deep for Mekhi Miller, but he misses him as he airs it out just a bit too much. Put a bit much under that one, so Miller couldn't pull it in, but you know what? It's okay, folks. It is A-okay. Because Martin and the Mustangs are unstoppable. And they're getting back into that unstoppable feel of things. Martin's going to take the snap. Martin's going to roll out to the right as the pocket's collapsing. He airs it out. Bullock is there. Bullock is there. Touchdown, Mustangs. Henry Martin to Lucas Bullock. A touchdown. 35 yards. Touchdown, Mustangs. A phenomenal pass from Martin as he catches Lucas Bullock right there. Pocket's collapsing. Martin rolls out to the right, and it just works perfectly for him. The extra point is good by Caleb Ashes. That one held by Sam Jones. Sam Jones doing the holding on that one. But that makes the score 14-7. Mustangs ahead. We will be right back after this. Caleb Ashes back to kick this one away as the score is now 14-7. Mustangs had a great touchdown. Henry Martin, 35 yards. Here's the kick. It's up. It's deep. Going to be returned at the 1. Northwest's going to take it out. Breaking to the right. Going to get brought down. That's going to be Jayshawn White. I think maybe. Unsure who carried that one for the Huskies, but it's okay. So let's see how Mikey Pauley can follow that. Defensive and offensive drive there for the Huskies. Offensively didn't get going. Defensively, they couldn't stop the Mustangs. So this is great for the Mustangs' momentum. Let's hope they can continue this momentum in a positive direction. So it's 2nd and 6. The rock the stable chants coming from the Mustang student section. This student section is getting loud. They're trying to stop Mikey Pauley here. Pauley's going to keep it himself once again. Mustang's just not there, not ready to tackle him as he's going to get brought down by number going to get brought down by a Mustang. It was brought down by number 1, but there isn't a number 1 on my roster, folks, so I apologize for not knowing the name of that student athlete there. This one's handed off to Stubblefield. Stubblefield's going to get 9 yards on this carry. Going to bring up 2nd and 1. So, 2nd and 1. Let's hope the Mustangs can keep the momentum in a positive direction and not fall into this negative momentum again. So they're going to pick up the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Huskies from the Mustang 49. So let's see what happens. Mustang defense, once again, they got to make their tackles. They've got to make their tackles and make these stops when they need to, which they need to all the time. So Mikey Pauley's going to keep this one again for himself and get 5 yards. The Mustangs are just not ready to play defense against that option that he keeps running and those little quarterback draws that he keeps dialing up. Hopefully for the rest of this second half, the Mustangs will be able to stop it. So the Huskies going to pick up another first down and move the chains. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 38. Clocks are moving now. Mustangs making defensive substitutions here, as the Huskies are getting their play call from the sideline. So Mikey Pauley's going to take the snap, and Stubblefield gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down. It's 2nd and 11. A great stop there for the Mustangs. They're going to need to do that on every single one of these plays coming up. He's going to drop back. Pauley's going to keep it himself again and roll out to the right. He's easily going to get 10 on this one and pick up the first down. Stubblefield going to keep it himself, and he's going to get the first down there for the Huskies on this 3rd and 1. So, Mustangs up. Mustangs down 14-7, 3:21 left in this 3rd quarter of play. Defense has looked a lot better so far in this second half, but haven't looked incredible on this drive. So let's hope this drive they can pick it up and stop them. So they're going to bring out the chains here to measure. They are going to give them the first down just as we so speculated. So, here come the Huskies, 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Mikey Polly with Stubblefield in the backfield, shotgun formation. Polly gonna play action pass. Easily passed there. That's his 2nd passing touchdown of the game for Mikey Polly. A great touchdown pass there. He finds his open receiver down the field, but definitely not what the Mustangs wanted. That makes it 20-7 as they're going to send on the extra point unit. Extra point team has yet to make an extra point thus far. The first one was a bobbled snap, and the second one was blocked by the Mustangs, so let's see what happens on this one. There's the snap, the hold, and this one is actually kicked and through the uprights, 21-7. Huskies ahead. So a great pass from Mikey Polly, and the Huskies march down the field there. So, let's hope Martin can come out again and have another good offensive drive. Last time they had a great offensive drive. Let's hope they can do it again. Because it's 21-7 now with 2:58 left in this third quarter. So the Mustangs have got to get it moving offensively, and they cannot let it get going for the Huskies defensively. Got to stop them, and they've got to play good football. And there's the kick. This one's going to be returned by Alonzo Morgan. Morgan's going to take it out. Breaks to the left. Plows through some Huskies, and it's going to get down at around the 22-yard line. There is a flag. Whoa. Flag. And some pushing and shoving there between some Mustangs and Huskies. The refs are going to talk this one out. You know, back to that Mikey Polly touchdown pass. The thing about it is the Huskies' run game has been unstoppable, and they've been running the ball quite a bit, and their run game's been very strong. So they load up the middle on that play, expecting another run, and it leaves a wide open receiver for Mikey Polly to pass to. So it makes it hard for defense to cover both the pass and the run, especially on a play like that with a slant right over the middle when they're expecting the run. It was very great play calling by the Huskies as Martin's going to take the snap. Martin dodges a sack, gets contact on him, and this one's aired out for Jackson Goldberg, but it's incomplete. So Martin is getting brought down, and as he's getting brought down, he throws to Jackson Goldberg, but that one's incomplete. Goldberg wants the flag on that one, but he's not going to get it. I didn't see enough contact on that one to warrant a flag. It's going to be one, this time complete to Jackson Goldberg as he's going to get pushed out of bounds after getting around 8 yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 2. No, they're going to give him the first on that one. They give him the first down, Mustang first down. Martin airs this one out deep. Makai Miller! Makai Miller with an amazing catch. It hits his left hand, it hits his right hand. He's bobbling it, and he brings it right in. Henry Martin threw it all the way across the field and threw it around 30 to 40 yards in the air and threw it across the field. A phenomenal deep pass from Martin. His arm working great on that one, and Miller just narrowly pulls it in. Phenomenal job. So Martin's going to be in the backfield. He's going to hand this off. No, play action pass. Tricked me there as he's going to find Cole Stratton. Stratton's going to get around 8 yards, bringing up 2nd and 2. Second and 2 Mustangs. Martin's got Bullock in the backfield, shotgun formation. Martin's going to take the snap. It's not a great snap, but he still gets it. Pocket collapses on him. They only blitz 3, but somehow the pocket collapses. The offensive line could not hold it, but Martin's going to keep it himself and get around a yard, avoiding the sack. 3rd and 1. So let's see what happens here. 3rd and 1. Martin's going to be in the backfield. Bullock with him. Going to hand it off to Bullock. Bullock's going to take it over the middle and get around 8 yards. Going to pick up a 1st down for the Mustangs. So it's 1st and 10. Martin's going to drop back. Pocket's collapsing on him. He's going to roll out to the right and throws this one away. Throws that one away, avoiding the sack. So it's 2nd and 10. So it's 2nd and 10. Martin's going to drop back. He's going to pass to Makai Miller. Makai Miller over the middle. It's going to get around 8 yards, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 2. So it's 3rd down. That one to Jackson Goldberg. It's going to be 4th down now. Didn't get the first, so it's 4th and 1. So that's going to end the 3rd quarter, 21-7. Huskies are up. We will be right back after this. Here we are to start the fourth quarter. It's Mustang ball. Mustangs have been doing a great job so far offensively in the into the third quarter and the start of the third quarter. They've got to get it together defensively in this fourth quarter, but offensively they've been doing great. So Martin's going to be in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Going to put Stratton in motion, then send him right back out and hit him on the screen pass. And he's going to get around enough yards, I think. I think they're going to give him this first down. Maybe they're not going to give him enough yards. Let's see if they give it to him. Adam Pummel's talking to the referees right now, so we will see if they give it to him. They're going to bring out the chains. I think there's a chance they give it to him. There's also a chance they don't. There's a whole herd of Mustangs. We did lose our camera there, folks. Very unsure as to why this happened, but I am working on... There we go. The camera is back. All right, Mikey Polly in the backfield with Stubblefield. I assume the Huskies will be running the ball quite a bit here in order to chew out the clock, as they're going to take over in the fourth quarter, up 21-7 with 11:56 left on the clock. Handed off to Stubblefield, who's going to get over the middle for around 4 yards. This one again to Stubblefield. He's going to get a few more yards on this one, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 2 or 3. This one's going to be handed off again. Maybe they picked up the first down. Maybe they didn't. Let's see. They are going to give them the first down. So we've got 10:47 left in the game. Huskies up 21-7. Not the way the Mustangs wanted this one to go. Henry Martin over there on the sideline looks to be very disappointed in himself, but it will go on. It is 1 week. They've got more weeks left in the season and a whole postseason coming up. This one, screen pass to Stubblefield. He's going to keep it. Going to stay in bounds and get around 8 or 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 1, 2nd and 2. Second and 1 here for the Huskies. 9:50 left on the clock. Mikey Polly in the backfield with Stubblefield with him. Shotgun formation. No, they're going to... Yes, shotgun formation. Going to hand it off to Stubblefield again. He's going to break through the middle. He's breaking through. He's breaking through and gets all the way down the field to the 20-yard line. That's going to be a huge gain for the Huskies, but there is a flag on the play. So there's a flag. This could add on to the run. So let's see what happens here. Mikey Pauley with Stubblefield behind him. Shotgun formation, handing it off to Stubblefield once again. He's going to break through the middle once again, right through the A-gap. Twice in a row, the Mustangs have not been able to shift the defensive line, and flags flying. I think this could be a false start here on the Huskies, but I don't want to speculate. No, they're going to call offsides on the Mustangs. That's going to move the Huskies even closer here, as they've got 8:54 left in the fourth quarter, up 21-7. So it's going to be first and goal from the 4. There's flags flying once again. This one is a false start, so they were brought forward by an offside, and then this false start moved them right back to where they were. So 8:30 left on the clock now. First and goal from the 8 for the Huskies. This one's going to be handed off. No, they're going to run an option, and Pauley's going to keep it himself, but he's going to get brought down. Running back in on that one was Chase Wernemont, I believe. So Pauley's in the backfield, this time with Stubblefield back there with him. They're going to pass it, and that's another touchdown pass for Mikey Pauley. His third of the game. Another touchdown for the Huskies. That's going to make the score 27-7 with 7:45 left in the game. Phenomenal offense by the Huskies. Mustangs offense hasn't been able to get it going. You know, the Mustangs were expecting the run, and so they've been playing defense to prevent the run, but when you're playing defense to prevent the run, there's one easy way to bypass that, and that is the pass, and that's what the Huskies did, is that extra point is good, making it 28-7, a 21-point game with 7:45 left. 7:45 left. We will be right back after this. And we're back. So it's 28-7 now, 7:45 left in the fourth quarter of play. The Huskies are up. Here's the kick. The kickoff. It's going to be returned by Alonzo Morgan from the 5. He's going to run it through the middle. Some great returning there by Alonzo Morgan as he's going to take it to around the 27-yard line. So it'll be a Mustang ball from the 27. Jackson, no. I think Reese May caught that one. Yep. It's going to be a Mustang reception there, and it's going to get a first down for the Mustangs. So, moves the chains and stops the clock. They're marching down the field. Let's hope they can continue this momentum. Martin's going to drop back. Martin rolls out to the right. Going to keep it himself this time and get around 3 or 4 yards. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 now for the Mustangs after Martin keeps it himself on that one. This one's going to be a pass to Cole Stratton. It's going to get the first down and stop the clocks. So Mustangs continue to march. Martin is marching. So it's 1st and 10. Martin in the backfield. Martin's going to roll out to the left after the pocket collapses on him. He's going to keep it himself over the middle, and he's going to slide and get around 8 or 9 yards. He might have taken sliding lessons from Jackson Goldberg, a star baseball player, and one of his favorite targets here at Blue Valley North. So Martin's going to be in the backfield with Lucas Bullock back there with him, shotgun formation. Drops back. Pocket's collapsing. Finds Mekhi Miller, but that one comes out. Mekhi Miller reaching around a defender trying to grab that one, but there is a flag. Flag is thrown. So pass interference called on the defense on that one. Mekhi Miller got a lot of contact on him on that one, and so he could not score, not catch the ball, and so they threw the pass interference flag. Martin's going to drop back. Rolls out to the right. Airs it out deep. A lob pass. Bit too much under it, and it gets out of bounds. So Martin's going to be back in the backfield with Bullock. Martin's going to drop back. Going to rocket this one in. Looking for his guy, Cole Stratton, but couldn't find him. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs now. So 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs. Martin's going to be alone in the backfield on this one. 21-7 with 6:13 left as Martin's going to air this one out for Bullock, and it hits him right in the hands, and he couldn't pull that one in as Martin threw it a bit hard. So not the game for the Mustangs this week, but there are many more weeks to come, and hopefully the Mustangs will continue to improve offensively and defensively. Martin's going to drop back. As he's getting hit, he airs it out for Mekhi Miller. Mekhi Miller's going to catch that as he's going down too. 2 players going down and both somehow coming up with a catch. Some great athleticism shown by both of them. Did it get the first down? I am unsure. So next week, the Mustangs will take on St. James. It'll be at St. Wow. It is an away game for the Mustangs against St. James. The Thunder of St. James have only won one game this year. They were the 4A state champions last year, and the only game they've won so far, they've only won one. They're beating Blue Valley Southwest currently 42-13, as that one is going to be called short. Huskies ball. So another turnover on downs for the Mustangs. They cannot get it cooking offensively, cannot get the first downs when they need to, and cannot come up with the tackles when they need to. So definitely not what the Mustangs wanted here, is that the Huskies will take over with 6 minutes left, 28-7. Mikey Pauly in the backfield's going to fake the handoff to Stubblefield, keep it himself on the option, and get around 4 yards. The Mustangs were just unable to stop Mikey Pauly and Grant Stubblefield, both of them running the ball very well, and the Mustangs just could not stop it this evening. So I think in this week during practice, they will focus on the run defense quite a bit. And hopefully, it'll be enough to continue to get them going deep into the state tournament. .5:30 left on the clock here in the game. Going to be a timeout called by the Huskies here. No real reason to call this timeout as they're up 21-7 here. And it's a 2nd and 6, but they call the timeout anyway. And so we will be back right after this. So the Mustangs have been unable to tackle on defense. That's one thing they've got to work on, and they've got to work against the run. But I have full faith in Adam Pummel as a head coach in this Mustang defense. This one's going to be handed off to Stubblefield. No, they're going to run an option. Once again, they trick me with the option, and Mikey Pauly's going to pick up the first down again. So that's going to be a handoff to Grant Stubblefield once again. And he's going to get stopped behind the line of scrimmage this time. Some good defense there by the Mustangs, but the Huskies are just trying to chew out the clock here, as there is only 4 minutes left on it. 4:50 left on it. Timeout called here. So timeout's called by the Mustangs here, 28-7. And apologies about it. So Pauly's going to run the option there, and he's going to get a few yards. Timeout called again. It's a bit of a discrepancy here on the sideline between Adam Pummel, head coach of Blue Valley North, and this line judge referee here. Unsure what that's about. But 4:37 left in this contest. The Mustang student section is starting to wane out. I fear that this one could be all but over, but folks, there is still time left. That's why the Mustangs all get to Pauly in the backfield, but he throws this one off, and there is a flag on the field. So there's a flag on the play. Referees are discussing what this one's about. 4:28 left on the clock. So the penalty is declined. I'm unsure what the call was. The referee's mic was turned down a bit, but it's okay. It brings up fourth down. It's around 4th and 8 now. So Jackson Goldberg is back to return this punt for the Mustangs. Again, time left on the clock. There's 4:28. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. There's a possibility the Mustangs can pull this one off. Will it be hard? Absolutely, but with a quarterback like Henry Martin, why would you be worried about it? So it's 4th down now, 4th and 5. The referees are taking a lot of time to set this one up for the Huskies. So here's the punt. There's Goldberg. This one's going to bounce out of bounds at around the 41-yard line. Pretty good punt there, but not as good as some of Henry Martin's punts that we've seen throughout the year. So the Mustangs will take over at the 41, their own 41, with 4:21 left on the clock. Boy, will this be hard for the Mustangs, but with Henry Martin, there is still a possibility. So, let's see what they're going to do. They've got Martin alone in the backfield there. They're going to run with 4 on the far side, 1 on the near side. Martin going to find Jackson Goldberg. Jackson Goldberg is going to get out of bounds, stopping the clock, and I think he might have... Nope, they're not going to give him the first down. It's going to be a 9-yard gain, and it's going to be 2nd and 1. .416 left on the clock. He gets out of bounds with 4:16 left. Thank you all for joining us this week. I will not be able to broadcast next week's game on account of the school play. Come see Clue at Blue Valley North High School next week, Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. This one to Cole Stratton, going to pick up a first down. Stopping the clock with that first down. So Martin drops it out deep to Cole Stratton. Exactly what we needed. Martin airs it out. He's got Mackay Miller. Mackay Miller pulls that one in. Remarkable catch. Mackay Miller has made some truly incredible catches this evening. The rest of the team not necessarily able to continue it defensively or some offensively. They've struggled, but boy, has Mackay Miller been incredible. Oh, they give him a touchdown. Touchdown, Mustangs! 28-13. The Mustangs scored fast there. They've got 3:59 left on the clock. So the defense has got to come out and get a stop early if they want any shot at this one. But a great catch by Mackay Miller and a great pass by Henry Martin. I think the Huskies expected Martin to do a little shovel pass or a screen pass and tuck it under close, but Miller ran that corner out and was wide open in the end zone. Well, not really wide open even. He had a Husky defender on him and he brought it right in. So Caleb Ash is going to kick this off on senior night as he is a senior. Well, he kicks it off every time regardless, but Caleb Ashis is a senior. So special thanks to all the Mustang seniors. And so there's the kick. So it'll be Husky ball. They'll take over at around the 41-yard line. Pretty good return there for the Huskies. So some good field position, but hopefully the Mustangs can get a stop early. 3:59 left on the clock. So they're going to line up with Stubblefield in the backfield. Hopefully the Mustangs got to stop the run here because I assume they'll run. They are going to run. Mustangs do bring them down. And apologies for missing that kickoff. The Mustangs tried an onside kick and were unable to get it. I was voting for the Rivalry Series MVP. The Rivalry Series people came up and asked me to do that. So I was looking away, and I apologize, folks. So, here come the Huskies after a timeout. 3:54 left on the clock, 28-14. Huskies are up. So it's 2nd and 8 here for the Huskies. Huskies likely to run it here to get time off the clock. They are going to run it. Stubblefield breaks out to the left. And he's going to get a first down. So that's going to bring him down at around the 32-yard line, getting the Huskies a first down with 3:47 left on the clock. The Mustangs really need to get a stop within this 4-down series here, within the next 4 downs, if they want a shot at this one, as they are down 14 with 3:47 left on the clock. So they are going to run it up the middle this time. They're going to get around 3 yards, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 7. So 2nd and 7 now for the Huskies. Going to keep it himself there. Mikey Polly keeps it himself. Can't get the first down, but gets the yards and keeps the clock moving. 2:40 left here. I do fear that this one might be all but over here, but the Mustangs still have faith. They're going to keep going because this Mustang team is remarkable. So let's see what happens here. Going to hand it off to Stubblefield. He's going to run to the right. Doesn't pick up the first down, so it's going to bring up 4th and 1. Thank you all for tuning in with us as we've got 1:50 left. Sorry for all of the technology issues this week. It will certainly be fixed within the next coming weeks. Look around the rest of the Eastern Kansas League. Blue Valley is beating Bishop Miege 31-28 with a little bit of time left in the 4th quarter. Last night, Blue Valley West won. There's a timeout called here. Again, apologies, the camera keeps going out as well. Unsure as to why that is happening. And St. James ended up beating Blue Valley Southwest 42-13, picking up their 2nd win of the week. West beat Aquinas 31-7. And that's it for the Eastern Kansas League. So, 1:20 left on the clock, 28-14, Husky ball, 4th and inches from the 21-yard line. I wouldn't count out a bit of a Grant Stubblefield dive up the middle or a quarterback draw on this one. Let's see what they draw up. The Huskies have their lights out and are ready to seal this one off. The Husky student section has their lights out and ready to seal this one off. But it's not over yet. No, they're going to pass. Mikey Polly passes. And just to add insult to injury, they pick up another touchdown. No real reason to do that one other than it's a rivalry game. So it's 34-14, minute 15 left on the clock. It's also great to win. Who doesn't love winning in the great game of football? Phenomenal week for Mikey Polly. That's his 4th passing touchdown of the contest. They're going to try the extra point again. A low snap and a low kick, but it's going to be right through the uprights, and it's good. So the Mustangs down 38-14 now. No. I clearly do not know how to read. 35-14 now with a minute left on the clock. So it's 35-14 with a minute left. The Mustangs are down. But it is 1 week. The Mustangs will hop back in action next week against St. James. And then we'll be back in action the week after that, and we will be on that stream. And then we'll have some great postseason Kansas football. There is nothing like Blue Valley North football in the postseason. Lots of nail-biter games in the last few years. Let's hope this year they either have nail-biters, they win, or no nail-biters at all, and they are very dominant. Bit of a squib kick there. So it'll be Mustang ball at around the 22-yard line. So here come Henry Martin and these Mustangs out, ready to play some football. 1:12 left on the clock, 28-14. Martin's going to drop back, and he airs it out. He's got a complete pass. That's going to be good for a first down. That one to Jackson Goldberg. Goldberg picks up the first down. Martin's going to drop back. Once again, airs it out deep for Mekhi Miller. He's got Miller. A great pass to Mekhi Miller and a great catch by Mekhi Miller. Also, a special thank you to the Blue Valley North administration for continuing to support these broadcasts and let them happen. And also thank you to viewers like you for making these streams possible and continuing to watch. Also, thank you to tonight's camera woman and every week's camera woman, Ellie Goldberg. Thank you, Ellie. Martin passes this one again. Complete, but he gets clobbered up. It's going to be 2nd and 6. There's 16 seconds left on the clock for this game. As Martin airs it out deep. He's got Mekhi Miller for a touchdown. How about it? Mekhi Miller catches the ball as on the ground. Mekhi Miller has had some phenomenal touchdown passes, but he is down. Hopefully he landed on the ball with that one. You don't want to see him hurt there. Hopefully he just landed on the ball, but we will find out. He's slow to get up, but he's up. Mekhi Miller keeps getting these phenomenal catches for the Mustangs this week. And Henry Martin has had some pretty good passing. Just defense hasn't been able to do what they need to do, and the offense hasn't been able to do what they need to do enough. That makes it 35-20 with 9 seconds left on the clock as Ashus is going to kick this field goal away. There's the kick by Ashus. It's up and through. That makes it 38. Goodness gracious, I keep saying 38. 35-21. So it'll be 35-21 with 9 seconds left. I think the Huskies have won this one, folks. But thank you all for tuning in and watching this week's stream. We will see you in a couple weeks. This is Jack Hancock with Ellie Goldberg. Thank you all for tuning in. So 9 seconds on the clock. Mustangs are going to kick off from the 45-yard line. There was a flag. But there's not much time left on the clock, if any. They're going to try an onside kick, but it ultimately doesn't do much as there's now 8 seconds left on the clock, 35-21. I assume the Huskies will come out and kneel this one out. We could see Husky offensive lineman Scott Wyatt in on this play. Scott Wyatt, the guitarist of the band Holes in Socks, a local Kansas City cover band. So they are going to kneel this one out. A great game for the Huskies. They played hard, great football. The Mustangs ultimately could not stop the run, which is going to lead to a conclusion of this one. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Jack Hancock signing off. Huskies 35, Mustangs